I welcome you once again to a daily devotional on the go with Caleb Kuye. This is a word of hope in this period of pandemic. We have lost some beautiful souls around the world. Several economies around the world seem crashing down due to this also. And a lot of people have come with different view that this is God's anger or it is the devil at work. I'm not here to talk about that. But one thing I want to point our attention to is that God has a plan. The devil also has a plan. But one thing that is consoling is that the devil's plan and action has always played to yield God's result. The devil did not outsmart God with this pandemic. No. God knew and saw everything when it was being carried out by the devil. The devil means doer of evil. The devil struck the family of Jacob, made Jacob's son gang up against one of his sons, Joseph. They saw Joseph that Jacob has no reason to set his eyes on his beautiful son again. That was the devil's plan. Joseph became a slave and served in Potiphar's house and eventually became the prime minister. God had a plan because God knew what would happen. He had to send Joseph. Remember, God told Abraham how Abraham's generation will be enslaved for 400 years and be maltreated. Genesis chapter 15 explains that. The devil has a plan to spoil things that God has set in place, or his plan is always yielding God's own expectation. Jesus died and resurrected, so the early church were faced with some challenges. Adversity came, and the Bible says in Acts chapter 8 that they scattered abroad. But you know one thing? The devil's intention was to raise tribulation, to cease the gospel from being preached. But look at it, they scattered abroad, they kept on preaching the gospel. That was God's intention, so that several more people will hear the gospel. But the devil tried to scatter them really. But God's intention was actually realized. That now that we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic and it's shaking the whole world, I want to let you know that God has a plan. The devil has done his worst and is still doing whatever he wants to do. But everything we yield to God's own plan towards his people and to the world at large. I encourage today to take some time to talk to God, to let you know his plan and what he wants you to do. Let the whole world go tumbling down today. God's own will surely come forth like God to stay, because God has a plan for his people. So the pandemic might have taken some people home. It's a passage to glory. While God is preparing some people for later this revival. God has everything in plan. The Lord bless you and keeps his face shining over you. Amen.